Flight crew, what up? What up? What up? Welcome to another flight. Welcome to another stream. I am your host. I am your captain, Phoenix Black Knight. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is another Microsoft Flight Simulator on the Xbox S series. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's get everybody caught up. All right, flight crew, real quick. Last flight, my Xbox, the Xbox has cut out on us twice on our live fleet. Right at the beginning, and then right at the end when we're coming into Las Vegas. I have no idea what was going on with that. Actually, I apologize. It was not my Xbox. It was the Microsoft Flight Simulator game. Cut out on us twice. No idea why. So I did a factory reset, flight crew. Factory reset my Xbox S. I uninstalled, which uninstalls everything, right? I reinstalled Microsoft Flight Simulator. By the way, have you guys ever installed Microsoft Flight Simulator? It takes easily 7 hours? Man, it takes forever to download Microsoft Flight Simulator. So that took forever. Re-downloaded it. Downloaded on the new internet we had now, because I don't know if you guys have been along, but the last apartment I was in didn't have the best internet. So re-downloaded it with the better internet. Been flying all day yesterday, flying today. Haven't had any problems. Everything's actually been going smooth with the McDo. Everything's going actually really smooth with the McDo and everything, flight crew. So I'm very confident going in with today's flight that everything should be flying going in from San Diego into Las Vegas, because the last couple we tried it twice and the game has shut down on us twice. So like I said, I've flown a lot yesterday, flown a lot this morning. No problems, been able to go wheels up to wheels down with no problems, flight crew. So like I said, I'm very confident with today's flight. I know we usually don't fly on Saturdays, but since we were robbed the last couple of days, I wanted to do some makeup for you guys. So let's fly today on a Saturday afternoon. So we're going to try doing the flight that we obviously tried to do, but the Xbox kept cutting out on us. All Microsoft Flight Simulator kept cutting out. So we're going to go back from San Diego into Las Vegas, flight crew. So I got flight SimBrief pulled up. Let's go ahead and go over our flight plan. So we are Spirit, which is the plane we tried to do last time. Here we go. Beauty. Spirit 320neo is our plane that we're flying. Today is September 23rd. Departure time is 14:23. Arrival time is 15:39. SimBrief gave us 48 minutes to do the flight. 48 minutes. A block time of 1 hour and 16 minutes according to SimBrief. Cruise altitude today is going to be 30,000 feet. Cost index is going to be 28. Distance we're flying is 331 nautical miles. Wind is 235 over 51 knots. We have 151 passengers on today's flight. Bulk fuel, 11,298 is what we're going to need for today's flight, and our total payload is going to be 34,500 pounds. Flight crew is our total payload. Right now, we're in San Diego. When we go wheels up, they want us, right now, SimBrief has us off of runway 27 with the zoo on the transition, which is what we tried to do last time, flight crew. When we go down wheels down in Las Vegas, we're looking at runway 26 left. That is the ILS runway with the transition of Rockstar. Flight crew. Rockstar is going to be our transition into Las Vegas. We are going to do the McDo, so we're not going to have any ATC. I've been doing great flights without the ATC with the McDo, so like I said, should carry right on over, flight crew. So with that being said, no more further ado, let's get the plane ready for passengers, shall we? So let's go ahead and make sure our AI co-pilot is shut off. Always not. There it is. Perfect. Slide over here to the middle of the plane. Let's go ahead and hit the external power. Let's turn the plane, make the plane come to life. Wait for those 3 beeps. ATC just came alive. Plane's alive. Let's get our pumps on. APU bleed comes on. APU master comes on. Let's go ahead and illuminate all the buttons. Dome light comes on. Let's get the smoking sign. Let's get that seatbelt sign. Now let's get our nav and logo light on. Perfect, flight crew. Let's come down here, right front plan panel. Let's get that bright so we can do our flight plan. Our indicator's bright, and now the panel's bright. Perfect, flight crew. Now let's go ahead and go hit the ATC. Let's go ahead and get our ground services on their way. Start doing what we need to do. First, let's ask for fuel. Let's get that out of the way. Let's pan over here so you fuel trucks on the road. Here's our GPU. Let's go ahead and get that. Request power. Power unit's going to back up. Perfect, flight crew. Let's go back here. And then last but not least, let's do our jetway. Start the boarding process. Oh, flight crew, I never told you. The eye is doing a whole lot better. I think we may be able to go live on Sunday with camera. My eye's doing a whole lot better with the stress and everything like that. We may be able to, no promises. We'll see how it's going, but we may be able to get the cameras in, flight crew. May be able to. All right, boarding process is now started. Let's go down here. Let's go to the McDo. Let's get our flight plan ready. Let's go ahead and make it bright so we can see what we're reading, flight crew. Perfect. Let's go ahead and hit the end of page. Let's slide over here. Right now we are in San Diego, KSAN. Let's go ahead and go dash. We're going into Las Vegas, which is going to be KLAS. Perfect. Hit that into the database. Let's get that pulled up. There it is. Perfect. Let's go ahead and hit the return. Our alternate is going to be, according to the sim brief, is going to be KONT. Let's go KONT. That's going to be our alternate airport. Let's enter that in. Perfect. Flight number is 2051. That's our flight number. Cost index today, like I went over, it's going to be 28. So let's put 28 in the cost index. Cruising altitude is going to be 30,000 feet. Flight crew, so that's 300. Put that in here. $30,000 feet. Actually, yeah, we'll go 30,000 feet there. Flight crew, perfect. All right, let's go to the flight plan. Let's go ahead and get San Diego. Let's hit our departure. We're going to be, sim brief wants us off of the departure. Runway 27, there it is, with zoo as the transition. So let's go down to zoo. There it is. Let's hit zoo. Insert, and then it wants us to transition in the MTBAL, which is MTBAL is right there. Let's hit that. That swapped over. Perfect. Insert. There it is. Let's go to Las Vegas. Arrival runway 26 left, which is the ILS runway. Perfect. They want us in. Oh, fuel showed up, flight crew. So let's go ahead and do fuel. Let's put that in the pounds right here. We're looking right here, flight crew, on this number. We need 11,298. 11,298. Let's see where it's at. 11,298, closest we can do is that right there. 11,725, we'll accept that. Total payload is going to be 34,500, so let's go to 34,500, flight crew. Looking at this number right there, 34,500. Looks like we can do 34 hours. Looks like, yep, closest we can get is 34,579. Perfect. We're done with that. Go outside so you can see what the fuel truck looks like. Right there, flight crew. There's the fuel truck. There's the fuel line. Perfect. Let's go in here and finish our flight. So we're going in Las Vegas. Do we need a transition? Looks like we have no transition, so we're going to put no transition on that. Then we're going to go ahead and hit insert. Perfect, flight crew. So we got. Let's zoom out. Let's go ahead and go informational map. Put it on plan. Let's go ahead. You're looking right here, flight crew. Let's go ahead and go through our flight. Go ahead and make sure our flight plan adds up. Looks like we go out. Perfect. We're out west. Alright. Looks like we just go up. We go up and circle into Las Vegas. Look at that. Perfect. I'm happy with that flight plan. There's no crazy turns or loops or anything. We are good all the way out of San Diego. Okay, so let's go to our performance page. Let's go ahead and get our auto calculate our V1, VR, and our V2 speeds. Our transition is going to be 7,000 feet. 7,000. Put that in there. As always, we're going to take off with flaps 1. Let's go ahead and enter flaps 1 in there. Perfect, flight crew. Let's go to the init page. Let's go to the second page. Bolt fuel 5.6. That's what fuel we put in. Perfect. 30,000 feet. 28 cost index right there. We already went over the flight plan. Perfect. Performance page. We got everything set there. All right, flight crew. We are good. There, let's go ahead and finish setting up the plane. Our left display, we'll get that bright as well. Let's come down to the middle console. We don't need our floodlights on, but we'll illuminate our middle console right there. Perfect. Look up, let's go to the FMC. First, let's hit our terrain on. Let's get our flight directory on, and let's get our restriction on as well. Informational map, we'll leave it on plan for now before takeoff. Nautical range, we'll leave that as 10. Speed, leave that in the managed position the whole flight. We're going to let that do that until we get into approach, and we'll take over from there. Heading, we'll leave that in the managed position. Transition to our altitude is going to be 7,000 feet. Put that in. 7,000 feet is on there. When we put that in the managed position on the climb, FMC, let's get that bright as well. All right, flight crew, there we go. Plane is set up the way we like it. Everything is set up. Let's go to the captaincy and do our captain view, which is just going to be right there. Slide forward a little bit. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's hit our ATC back on the line. Let's get the catering services going. Catering trucks on the road. Let's get the baggage services going. Baggage is on the way, flight crew. Let's see if we got the little catering guy today. Let's see. Step is extending. Let's see. Come on. Don't let us down. Nothing. No. Usually there's a catering guy walking back and forth. We got nothing today. Nothing today, flight crew. Just a empty walkway. Hey, there goes our fuel truck. Let's put the drone camera here so you can hear the APU start up. We'll start the APU as soon as the catering services starts to just come down. There we go. Perfect. Let's jump back into the captain's seat to the captain view. Let's hit the APU start. As well side as you guys can hear it. APU starting up, flight crew. Oh, another thing, flight crew. If you guys do play on the Xbox S and your Xbox and your Microsoft Flight Sim does cut out a lot, I changed my servers to just one server. I was playing on multiple servers. You can actually go into the data and just play on one server, and I've actually had good success with that, just playing on the one server. So I don't know anybody else playing on the Xbox S if you had that problem as well. Try going into your data settings and putting it on one server. APU is available, you guys. Let's go ahead and hit the battery 1 and battery 2 can come off. Our external power can come off at this time as well. Our GPU can be disconnected from the plane as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, here's our flight plan. It shows that the west is right here. We are taking off to the west, so that is where we want to get our clearance for our departure. Right there. We're clearance taxi departure to the west. Should give us runway 27. There it is. We'll accept that. It's easy getting out of San Diego. There's only 2 runways. Runway 9, runway 27. That's it. That is it. Runway 27. We'll acknowledge that. Alright, let's pan over there. We got our taxi ribbon. That is perfect. Let's go ahead and get our ground services back on. Let's get our jetway disconnected. This is going to be an interesting pushback, flight crew. This is going to be very interesting pushback. Let's go ahead and request pushback. We're going to have to turn right away, flight crew. Yeah, that is one tight little fit. Let's see if we can... I mean, we did it before, right? This is the same gate. This is gate 11 out of... Lindbergh Airport, gate 11, flight crew. Pushback has been connected, releasing the parking brake. Yeah, we're going to have to just... There's no way to turn the plane. We're just going to come out here a little bit, flight crew, request stop, and we'll just turn it to the right. Alright, we'll put stop here. Whew. Man, that's a close fit. Pushback is stop. We'll set that parking brake. Let's get rid of the ATC screen for now. Engine mode from the normal position, put it in the start position. Where is our ground crew? They're right there. Let's go ahead and start engine 2. Enjoy. Engine 2 is coming up to 20%. Just gotta wait for it to hold there. Engine 1. Look over here to the left while engine 1's coming up. We're gonna go ahead and calibrate our joystick. So let's go up, neutral, down, neutral, left, neutral, right, neutral. One more time, going from the down position, down, neutral, forward, neutral, right, neutral, left, neutral. Perfect. Calibrated. Engine 2 is coming up to 2%. Need that to get up to 20%. While that's coming on though, let's go ahead and activate our beacon light. Beacon light is on. Turn the drone camera around. Ooh, that's going to be a tight turn, flight crew. That is one tight turn coming up. Get the drone camera ready so you can see the ground spoilers come up and our flaps go down. Engine 2 is at 16%. It's good enough to check the flaps. Flaps go down. Ground spoilers can get down as well. Drone camera comes out. Ground spoilers up. Flaps are moving down. We're happy with that, flight crew. Let's put the drone camera right here for taxi. Come back inside. Let's put the flaps at 5%. For takeoff and taxis. Ground spoilers, let's get those on for takeoff as well. Engine mode from the start position back to the normal position. RTO is going to be on max. APU bleed comes off. APU master comes off. Turns off the APU start. We're going to look over here to our ground crew. Thumbs up. Salute. We're out of here. Dome light comes off. Runway lights come on. Nose light goes to the taxi position. Beacon light stays on, nav and logo light stays on. We are good to taxi, flight crew. Let's go. Let's turn our plan from the turn our information from plan into ARC and give the engine some power. Releasing parking brake, and we are going to turn this plane sharp, just like that, flight crew. Ooh, we are tight fit in here. Don't mind us. Don't mind us at all. We're okay there. Alright. We're on the move, flight crew. We'll turn right and we'll give San Diego its panoramic view. And don't forget, this is a payware out of the marketplace on Xbox S. There we go, flight crew. Let's just line up with this. Alright, let's get it going straight. There we go, flight crew. Let's zoom out. San Diego. We'll be back. Definitely because it's a paid airport. So we will be back. It's San Diego. Thanks for being a host. You did us dirty. Well, you can't blame it on San Diego, right? You can't blame it on San Diego. What is all this? Hopefully that all loads. We don't like black lines. There we go. We're going away, flight crew. We don't like black lines. Those niggas do front flips. No front flips today. It's been everything on the game's been working just fine. Look at that guy. All right, downtown San Diego. All right, flight crew. All right, we give San Diego a shout out. Let's put this right here so we can see the results of our product on our takeoff. Right there. Let's zoom back inside of the captain's seat to the captain view. San Diego is not busy. We do have. Oh, we'll turn that on when we get in the airborne. I don't have the tags on for the other flight crew, but I do have real world flights on. And don't forget, we always fly with live weather. Oh, I didn't go over the weather with you, flight crew. Real quick, as we're taxiing. Weather: San Diego, 73 degrees, clear skies in San Diego right now. When we go into Las Vegas, 83 degrees, clear skies as well. I wonder why they didn't have us go runway 1 or runway 8. For a nav landing, since it's clear skies. But anyway, the wind must not be flying that way. But anyway, ILS 26 left. Expect it. 83 degrees, clear skies going into Las Vegas. Downtown San Diego. Coming up on our runway. Seatbelt sign, not seatbelt sign, smoking sign. That's how I ding the cabin. Usually I would ding them right here, but it doesn't work on Xbox. So we'll ding it with the no smoking sign. Ready for departure. Whoa. We don't like those black lines. Doesn't load. Alright, we're powering through, flight crew. Powering through. It's okay. Engine mode, let's go to the idle. Or neutral. We're going to go ahead and manually stop the plane. Stop short right here, 27. Alright, we're stopped short. We're going to go ahead and activate the parking brake. ATC on the line. Let's go back here. Let's get our tower on. Tower channel, there it is. Now let's turn on our AI co-pilot. Here we go. AI is getting our clearance to take off. Let's get our altimeter. 29.98. Just got approved for takeoff. We are clear for takeoff. That means runway lights come off, landing lights go to the on position, nose light goes to the takeoff position, wing lights come on, strobe light comes on. RTO still stays on max, perfect. Flaps still stay at 5%, and our spoilers are up and armed. Those are perfect, flight crew. And we are set there. 7,000 feet is set as well. Let's go ahead and get our timer. Let's get that going. Alright, perfect. Give the engine some power. Releasing that parking brake. Let's make the call to the cabin. Flight crew prepare for departure. Or flight crew prepare for takeoff. Flight crew, prepare for a rolling takeoff. Had to sneeze, flight crew. Sorry about that. Let's get back online here. Let's get lined up. About get ready, flight crew. Right there. All right, flight crew. I'm ready. You're ready. Here's 27. Engines of 50. Engines of 50. Going up a lap, coming down the same way. Look to the right. Engines flex. 100 knots, flight crew. There's V1, rotating 15 degrees. Positive climb, flight crew, let's go, gears up. Look to the right, flight crew. Lever from flex position, put it in the climb position. Let's push the nose of the plane down so we can gain speed. Following the flight directory, flight crew. Flight crew, let's go flaps clean. Flaps are clean. Let's transition to the autopilot. Autopilot is engaged, flight crew. Let's disengage those spoilers. Spoilers are disengaged, flight crew. Nautical range, we're at 10. Let's push this out to 20. Perfect. Our flight crew, let's go out to the work. There's our takeoff. Results of our takeoff. Look at that beautiful takeoff. Beautiful. Jump back inside. Passing 5,100 feet. Remember, we'll climb up to 7,000 feet, and that's our transition up to 30,000 feet at cruising altitude. Flight crew, this is the zoo transition. Love it. All right, flight crew, there's 7,000 feet. We got out of the turn. Let's go ahead and pump this up to 30,000 feet, which is going to be our cruising altitude right there. Go ahead and put that in the managed position. We're starting our climb up to cruising altitude. Speed's holding 250 knots because we're below 10,000 feet. All right, flight crew, coming up to 9,500 feet. We're going to ring the bell and release fasten the seatbelt sign when we get to 10,000 feet, which is about coming up right there. Let's go ahead and do our lights. Landing lights, go to the off position. Let's get that nose light to the off position as well. Wing lights come off as well. Let's get that seatbelt sign off. Altimeter can go in the standard position. Perfect. Go outside, flight crew. There we go. Look at that. Look at that view. Bring it over here on this side. Look at that. There's downtown San Diego right there, flight crew. We just took off right here. There's runway 27. Runway 9 is coming in that way. Nice. San Diego's very easy airport runway. Very easy. Very nice. Coming up to 1,000 feet. Flight crew coming up to 17,000 feet. Coming up to 23,000 feet, flight crew. So far, so good on the climb. On the takeoff, I don't have any complaints. Very smooth on the takeoff. Plane held very well until we transitioned to the autopilot. And our climb right now to our cruising altitude, no complaints. Very smooth. Looks like we've got a plane right there in front of us. Right there. Where's it at? Let's see if I can find it again. Right there, flight crew. Right there. Yeah. All right. Climbing profile right now, we're climbing 2,300 feet per minute. Flight crew still holding 320 knots, coming up to 27,000 feet. Climbing profile still about 2,300 feet per minute. Wind right now looks like it's at 249 over 47 knots. Flight crew 29,700 feet, coming up to our cruising altitude of 30,000 feet. Let's go ahead and go over our cruising altitude briefing. Like I mentioned before, flight crew, like we talked about on the takeoff, the plane held great. When we were manually flying, transition to the autopilot was great. No concerns there. Right now, cruising altitude, winds holding where we expected to be at. Nothing to talk about there, no concerns. So perfectly fine there. Let me just get sim brief pulled right back up in again, and then we'll go over our briefing. Okay, flight crew. So just to recap what we've done so far, we just took off from San Diego. We're going into Las Vegas in the Aircraft 320neo. Going over today's date, September 23rd, 2023. Departure time was 14:23. Arrivals 15:39. Flight times 48 minutes according to SimBrief. Block times an hour and 16 minutes. We are at our cruising altitude of 30,000 feet. Seatbelt sign was off at 10,000 feet. Passengers have been free to move about the cabin so far. No reason to keep the seatbelt sign on. Cost index was 28, which we have entered in the make do. Distance we're flying is 331 nautical miles. Wind is 231 over 51 knots is what SimBrief said. We just did it. It was over 47. So that's kind of within line. No flags there. Passengers 154 on board. Bulk fuel we filled up on the San Diego at 11,298 pounds. Total payload 34,500 pounds. Flight crew. And once again, we took off a runway 27 out of San Diego. No concerns with the transition of Zoo. Mentioned everything's fine there. When we go down into Las Vegas, they want us down on ILS runway 26 left with Rockstar as a transition, which we mentioned in, and we'll assess the situation at the time. But as of now, everything seems good and fine on the flight so far, flight crew. So you know what that time that is. I am going to go ahead and mute on the mic, entertain chat, and I will see you guys on descent. See you then, flight crew. flight crew, real quick. Let's look at, see where we're catching our glide slope real quick. So let's hit our flight plan. Let's go down and see where we're catching our glide slope. I just want to see the altitude that we're catching our glide slope. Looks like we're catching 3,800 feet, flight crew. Can you guys see that? 3,800 feet is where we're going to catch our glide slope. So that is what I needed to know. Perfect. Let's go back to the performance page. I'm back up to the captain's seat, to the captain view. Trying a new view, flight crew. Let's try that. Sure. I like sitting just a little bit higher though. It's like right there, that works. Let's do that, flight crew. All right, flight crew, we got a top of our descent right there. Top of our descent's going right there. We do know from our flight plan that our altitude that we're going to catch our glide slope is 3,800 feet. So I went ahead and put 3,800 feet into the altimeter, put that in the managed position, and now we're going to send us 3,800 feet according to our flight plan. According to our flight plan, I've done that multiple times on flights before this, and it's worked every time. Shouldn't be any different with the stream, but we'll see what happens. But as of now, that is illuminated in purple, which is a good sign that we've got 3,800 feet illuminated in purple, which means it took it and it should get us managed down to our glide slope. Let's see how it works, flight crew. But everything looks like it should be okay right now. Since we're descending, let's go ahead and hit the fasten the seatbelt sign. Let's go ahead and make the call. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting our approach into Las Vegas, California. Flight crew, prepare the cabin for arrival. All right, flight crew, made our call. Then let's let the plane do its thing. Our speed drop, flight crew, to our descending speed. Our descending speed is 240 knots. flight crew, the fact that we're descending at, looks like we're descending, our descending profile looks like it's 2,100 feet per minute. Speed is still 240. We're passing 24,500 feet right now. Altimeter still in the standard position. Don't forget, flight crew, Las Vegas is a payware airport. Also blocked out on the marketplace on the Xbox S. So this is a payware airport that we're flying into with Las Vegas. And it comes with the strip as well. It's the payware with the airport and the strip. So we got both of them and we're loading up here for us. Coming up at 18,000 feet, flight crew still descending. Descending profile still 2,100 feet per minute. Coming up on 15,200 feet, flight crew. We want to check our profile. Looks like we're coming up 15,000. That's 14. Let's see what we should be at just to be safe. We should be at 8,000 feet according to our flight, our Our flight plan, we should be burning 8,000 feet, which we're descending. We're at 14,000. Right. $12,600 feet, flight crew. Still holding 240 knots. Our flight crew coming up to 10,700 feet. Let's go ahead and ring that bell one time. Smoking sign. Let our flight crew, we're coming up to 10,000 feet. Also as well, let's light it up. Landing lights come on. Nose light goes to the takeoff position. Wing lights come on. Strobe light stays on. Beacon light stays on. Nav and logo light stays on. $9,600 feet, flight crew. Our flight plan, when we last looked, said we need to be down at 8,000 feet. Let's see if we hold at 8,000 feet. Perfect. There's altitude at 8,000 feet. I was waiting for that. Just making sure. Still nervous every time we go live, flight crew. Still nervous every time we go live. $2,989 for the altimeter. Flight crew, we're at 8,000 feet and holding. Speed still holding 240 knots. Just so you see where we're at, flight crew. We're right there, we got a little snake. We come in, swing it around, bring it that way. Eight thousand. Still holding 8,000 feet is what I'm trying to say. Sorry about that, flight crew. Still holding 8,000 feet, still holding 240 knots. Alright, flight crew, speed is dropped. I'm going to drop our speed. I'm going to take over the speed. 200 knots. That's my speed now. I can just put us on flaps 1. Perfect. Let's go ahead and look to the right, flight crew. Let's get our lever. Let's put it all the way back to the R so we can do reversers. Perfect. Let's zoom our nautical range in. We got it out to 20. Let's zoom it in to 10. Still holding 8,000 feet. But we are now flaps 1 holding 200 knots. We can go ahead and arm our localizer at this time. It's a nice little rock. Still holding 8,000 feet. Altimeter 29.89, flight crew. I'm going to hold 200 knots until we get at least till we get to our next vector. That can drop it down to 190. Then we'll drop it down to 180 about right here, and we'll be able to catch our glide slope and getting in. We're going to be going at 137 knots on our final approach speed. 137 knots. Nautical range, let's bring that back in within 10. Nevada to the left. We should turn to the left now, flight crew. There it is. Let's drop our speed. Let's go 190. Let's activate flaps 2. Looks like we descended as well. We're descending down to 7,000 feet. We'll hold 190 till we get about right here to this vector, flight crew. Then we'll drop it down to 180, and that will be flaps 3. Descending again. Looks like we're going down to 6,000 feet. Going to go ahead and descend down again. Looks like we're going down to 5,000 feet. Perfect flight crew. Let's go ahead and hit it with 180. And finish that off with flaps 3. Let's come back up here. Let's turn our wing lights off. Wing lights are off. Should be able to see our runway. Should be over here to the left, flight crew, as soon as we make this turn. Descending, looks like we're at 5,800 feet and descending. .29 versus 905. There we go. Looks like we're descending down. Looks like we're going 4,600 feet flat. We're going to still hold 180 knots still. Nine or 6. Let's go ahead and hit approach. Let's get that armed. Gonna catch our glide slope. Speed, pull back 137 knots. Right there, get that in it. That's going to be flaps full. Glide slope is activated and glide slope is engaged, flight crew. We are on our glide slope now, holding 137 knots. Looks like we're about five miles outside the runway, I believe. I can't see that small. We can go by altitude. We're 1,500. As soon as that says 1,400, we'll drop the gears. Actually, drone camera. There we go. Let's drop the gears now. Please to drop. Get you over here. As you can see the reversers. Reversers go there. Ground spoilers up and armed. There is the auto brakes. Landing lights on. We're already at 1,000 feet, flight crew. I'm going to take over the plane. My plane. See you on the ground. Check.
400.
Check.
300.
Wheels down, nose down, reversers. 60 knots, reverse restored. Let's get the auto brake off. Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down Las Vegas. 49 minutes on that stopwatch. Let's vacate to the right. Look at that big plane to the right. Nice. All right, we're going to roll it out, flight crew. We're going to manually stop here and get our clearance to our gate. Perfect. Let's go ahead and stop right here. Let's get the parking brake set. Flight directory can come off, ILS can come off, restrictors can come off as well. APU bleed can come on, APU start, APU master, APU bleed. Perfect. Runway lights to the restricted position. Nose light go to this taxi position as well. Flaps go up to flaps 1 for taxi. Ground spoilers, get those disarmed. RTO back to max. Alright, flight crew, we are set the taxi. ATC back on the line. Let's go to Las Vegas ground. Taxi the gate. Engine power. Releasing parking brake. Let's go. Flight crew, we got to cross runway 26 right here. Let's go ahead and make sure we're clear. ATC didn't stop us, but we'll always look. Oh, there's a plane crossing right now. They must have just landed. Nice. We'll cross at the same time. We're clear to the left. Let's look to the right. Clear to the right as well. Let's continue. One more time, flight crew. Welcome down Las Vegas. Look at that. Mandalay Bay, Luxor, Excalibur. Used to be Montego. What's it called now? I don't even know what that's even called. It used to be called Monte Carlo, right? The Monte Carlo. That's what I meant to say. I got the New York, New York. Looks like there is. What's that one? It's one of those Ritz ones. That Varda, whatever it's called. Where we at, flight crew? Where are we at? Sunset going down. We gotta do a night flight so you guys can see these new LED lights we got on the that we bought. They're really nice. These right here. Yeah, that's the new LED lights. And these lights are HD right there, so you can see it's so bright. Yeah. Gotta do a night flight. Alright, flight crew, let's take this right. This is whiskey. Where they have us at? Right there. I see our blue indicator. Not that bad of a taxi. We can do that, flight crew. We can do that. Flight crew. Did you notice we didn't have any problems on this flight? So crazy that I had to factory reset my Xbox S and reinstall Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the flight was actually fine. It actually worked. So if you're having any problems like that on the Xbox S, unfortunately, I do recommend you factory resetting your Xbox and uninstalling and reinstalling Microsoft Flight Simulator. I did that, and so far every flight has worked. As you guys see it here on stream, everything worked just fine. So maybe that's something I have to do if you guys are experiencing that going forward. Yeah, try that out, see if it works. But this is us, flight crew. Let's bring it in. Bravo 15 flight crew is our gate number. coming. Yeah, you want us right there. Plane stop. Brake set. Engines to the neutral position. Seatbelt sign off. Lights off. Perfect. Flaps up to 0. Flaps are up to 0. Let's go kill engine 1. Engine 2 killed. Master alarm up in the main cabin door is open. That is correct. Battery 1 and battery 2 can come off now. We have external power. Battery 1 and battery 2 come off. We have the APU on. Excuse me. Pumps can come off. Now we hit that external power is available. Hit that. ATC comes on the run. Get that ground power unit connected to the plane. There it is. Flight crew. Our stopwatch is 49 minutes and 4 seconds. SimBrief said once again that we should have done it. I think it was 48 minutes, I believe. I was just on it and I got excited and I hit the wrong button. Let's get back into my flights. 48 minutes, flight crew. Let's see if we shut down the plane, if we get our accurate time of 49.04 on the stopwatch. So let's go ahead and kill the, let's see, let's kill that, let's kill that, let's kill that. Let's see if it shuts it off for us. Nope, it did not. Usually right then and there it will cut off the plane, but it did not. So we're going to go off with the stopwatch. So once again, stopwatch says we're 49 minutes and 4 seconds, which is 1 minute behind what SimBrief said, but we'll take that, flight crew. That is an on-time departure. We had not had an on-time for a long time. We've been super late. We haven't beat SimBrief for a minute, but what a great landing. What a way to start the weekend, flight crew. I'm glad I was able to pop in and do a flight with you guys. I apologize for the eye and missing so much time, and I apologize as well for the Xbox not working, but with the factory reset and uninstalling Microsoft Flight Simulator and reinstalling it, I think we're back on track. What a great flight. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I hope you like the content. I hope you like the flight. If you do, hit that subscribe button. Come fly along with us. Now that we got everything up and working properly, we should have a lot more better flights, flight crew. So I will see you guys actually tomorrow morning on our next flight out of Las Vegas, going into Los Angeles, California. Tomorrow morning, leaving Vegas, going into Los Angeles, California. Come fly along with us. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. And then until then, I am Phoenix Black Knight. I will see you later.